Going live. You're live. Welcome, everyone, to the live version of the Orange Men podcast. Dave and Clint here with you. Not going to be here long
No.
because I drank many.
All right, so it's not going to be a Q&A. It's going to be a...
We could do a Q&A, but,
Well,
you got to have people to queue so that you can give them an A.
That's what I'm saying. So it's just going to be you talking off the top of your head.
I guess so. Do you have a queue?
Do you have a topic in mind?
Yeah, I want to talk about what's going on in this country.
All right, what's going on, Dave?
Well, what's going on is that I don't got time for this nonsense.
No?
I got time for this mask wearing. I got time for this fear mongering. I got time for this shit.
Let it vent.
I want to live my life.
It's better that they delete the live than they delete the stuff we actually put together.
Is it really?
I guess. I don't know. Just let it go.
Oh, here's a whole allagash.
Yeah, I got it. That's mine.
Wow.
Oh, get Dave one step.
I don't want one. I just had a Metamucil.
I got to stay regular.
You don't want to mix Allagash with Metamucil.
Wait, what's this? Oh, that's the other
Don't touch it.
I called the cops.
Yeah, we call the police all the time.
Cut up, po-po. So what were you saying about this country? What's going on?
Nothing. I'm just tired of the bullshit.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm
What
just
else?
ready for bed. Wake up. I never really thought that I'd be longing for a guy like Donald Trump.
Even before Donald Trump, I remember I mean, even though so I'm trying to think my 80s was skewed compared to your 80s, but I mean,
Did
those
you have a mullet?
No, what I'm saying,
I had a mullet and a turbo Trans Am.
The times were so simple then. You know what I mean? Do you feel a lot? Do you think you felt a lot freer then than you do now?
Should I call them?
Do you feel like you were free to come and go or do whatever you wanted? Less taxes, less gas prices.
I never really thought about anything like that. I was just trying to survive. And
all right.
Appreciated the fact that I was able to get up every day and go to work and better myself,
right,
little by little, and have a dream. And
the sad part is people don't
goal.
even respect that anymore. They're just like, wow, gimme. Right?
Yeah. Sometimes I woke up, I remember being, I don't know, before I was even 20, 21, before I was at that age, I was out on my own. I rented a room for $25 a week. I had a piece of shit car.
Nice.
Time and chain went in my 1966 Chevelle.
Okay.
I couldn't drive it, so I had to get a 10-speed. I had 2 jobs. I pumped gas in the morning, and I worked at 7-Eleven overnight.
Pedal power.
And I rode my bike. A lot of times I walked to work. And when I would walk to work, I would go to each telephone pole. I would walk a telephone pole, and then I would run to the next one.
Yeah. Trying to stay in shape.
Nah, just trying to make up some time. Didn't even worry about staying in shape. I had to get to work.
Right.
But, I get up at 6 o'clock in the morning after working overnight and look in the mirror and go, God, if I could just make $200 a week, I'd be fine.
Right.
Because I was making like $100 a week.
Yeah. I got you.
And it's like, you look in the mirror and you're like, Jesus, is this what life's about? And you're like, no, I got to keep going. And then
you hope that it's not that.
Yeah. And then something in you just kind of pushes you along and you just keep doing it.
The sad part is though, I feel, while the times have changed, is that we are still in that same mentality of,
well, the problem is
wake up, go to work, come home, enjoy a few hours with the family, wake up, go to work, enjoy a few hours with the family.
Yeah, but that's the American dream.
Is it?
Yeah.
Some people can't even afford to go on vacation. Some people can't even afford to enjoy their weekends.
You see, that's not true.
It is true.
No, it's not true.
It is true. There's
everyone can afford that.
There's a lot of
name one person who can't afford it, and I'll explain to you why.
I don't know that many people to not name one.
Well, here's one of the problems. One of the problems is people are too busy trying to live above their means now.
I will agree with you on that.
So they buy things they can't afford. They do things they can't pay for.
I can agree
They
with
run
you.
up their credit cards.
I gotcha.
And they end up in a situation. They buy houses that they can't afford.
Situation.
And they end up in a situation.
Situation.
Clint situation Sanders. You end up in a situation that you're over your head. So at that point in your life, no, you can't afford vacations and you can't afford nice things. But people never go, hey, do I really need this? Do I really need that? Do I really need a case of beer or two every week? Do I really need 10 packs of cigarettes every week?
No, you're right.
Do I really need?
I'm not.
Do you know what I mean?
I think
We're not willing. Do I really need a $400 cell phone bill every month? You know, people don't.
I don't want to. I mean, me personally, I don't want a $400 cell phone bill.
Well, let me just tell you something. I
have a $400 cell phone
I
bill
went
a month.
for 20 years without a cell phone. You know, I don't need. Quite frankly, I don't need one now.
I don't want a $400 cell phone bill a month, but I have a $400 cell phone bill a month. So,
But you don't need it.
well, I don't need it, but apparently the girls in my life need a new phone.
Okay, but this is my point.
So every time
My point is there's your vacations.
Every time I pay off a phone, I have to go out and buy a new phone
I got you.
to go pay off.
You don't have to, but
I'm not saying me
you're
about the vacations.
but I'm just saying you're sacrificing
I got you.
one thing for another.
But
and that's what life is about.
But there's also
what are you willing to sacrifice to get what you want?
Oh,
and that's the issue.
There's also people that don't make the money that we're making that are also less off.
It doesn't matter how much you make. It's how much you spend.
All right, well, they spend. I get what you're saying. They spend more than they're making, and this and that and the other.
Because they're above their means. It doesn't matter how much you make.
I got you.
You could always make more.
But also,
there's no.
So
I'm hearing a lot of excuses, but I don't hear any fucking solutions.
Well, no, I'm gonna give you an example.
I'm hearing the sad sack.
I'm gonna give you sad sack, whatever. That's fine. So, like my parents. Whoever your parents, they're a little bit older than my parents. You're a little bit older than me, but whatever. The times are consequential or sequential at the time. I'm paying $400 more or less a month for my phone bill. You're paying how much for your month for a cable phone bill, whatever it is, maybe. This is all nonsense that nobody paid for 20 years ago.
But you don't have to pay for it now.
So
you're allowing people in your life to tell you that you have to. So you could tell your kids to fucking get a job and pay for your own fucking phone.
We're supposed to have phones? Not have phones?
No, we're not supposed to have phones.
I agree with you.
We don't need phones.
I'd rather not have a phone.
How far in our lives have we gone without phones?
I don't know. A lot.
I used to have a little square thing they called a pager. Remember those?
I do remember those because I had one too.
Okay, but the point is, you don't need all that stuff. You want that stuff.
Don't we need that stuff?
No.
There's a reason why.
I went to school every day without a fucking cell phone.
But those were fucking the 40s.
What's the difference?
They're 1940s. Nobody had a phone.
First of all, it was the 1970s. But you don't need it. You don't need it. But we tell ourselves that we do, and we cry and complain. I can't do this. I can't do that. Fucking cut back on some shit. Everybody can do it. Everybody can do it.
I agree with you.
I agree.
Yeah.
Smokey.
I do. I agree. Okay.
We don't have the things we want because we're too busy
worried about
doing the things we want.
We think we need.
The things we want in the future that are so far down the road that we think we can't have, we medicate ourselves with the fucking little shit, the stuff we can get now. The alcohol, the cigarettes, the cell phones, the shoes.
Well, I don't need cell phone.
I'm not saying you need it. I'm just saying as a whole,
I need shoes.
Everyone, if they lived with within their means, we're not even doing that.
It's fucking buzzing, beeping, fucking flying off the handle. All right.
You don't need to make $200,000 a year. You can make $40,000 a year, $50,000 a year. If you had a 2-income family making $50,000
like no fun. doesn't sound like a
Yeah,
good
but you
time.
got to start somewhere and then build on that.
Right.
We don't do that anymore. We want to start out making $200,000 a year. Nobody wants to go to McDonald's and flip burgers for $10 an hour because it's beneath them. Christ, the shit I had to do when I was fucking young.
I go flip some burgers. It's not beneath me.
I flipped burgers. I did it. Wasn't fun. It sucked. But you did it.
14.
I mean, if you're gonna tell
You
me
don't have to work.
it pays $20 an hour to suck dicks, I'd probably do it.
Ah, shit.
No, you wouldn't.
I'm just saying.
The point is, we can all do better.
Well, nobody's watching anyway.
You got to be willing to give. Got to be willing to give up. What are you willing to give up to get what you want? And most people aren't willing to give up anything. Are you willing to give up your time? Are you willing to give up an hour or two of sleep every night?
Everybody should be able to. It's easy.
Well, you can.
That's
It's not easy.
No, it is easy.
It's not easy.
It's easy.
Well, it's not easy.
There's 24 hours in a day where
And everybody's got him.
everybody's got the. Yeah, you're right. Everybody's got the same 24 hours, and if you're not willing to bust your ass for 16 to 18 of those, maybe catch a 5-hour nap.
It doesn't
shut the
matter.
fuck up.
It doesn't matter what you do. You got to do something. You know, if you're sitting home playing fucking Call of Duty, and well, listen, our ports are clogged up.
I got it.
We're 2, 3, 4 weeks behind on supplies for this country.
Yeah,
because people are getting paid to fucking sit at home and do nothing.
Well, the government has stepped in and said, "Hey,
the government,
you guys should settle down and sit back." And
the government is preying on our inability to fucking go, no, I'll take care of myself. I'll give up some things so that in my future I can have more. But we're not willing to give up anything now so that we can have more later.
While I agree with partially what you're saying, I think it's more like the unionized aspect of the ports.
No, none of that has anything to do with anything.
I think it has everything to do with
it's
it.
individual responsibility.
But it's not Joe Schmo that's running the port that's going, hey, bring it in. I think they're like, yo, somebody's telling all these people to hold their fucking cargo ships out at fucking sea.
Because there's nobody to offload them.
No, it's not that.
Well, what is it?
It's a combined effort of this administration that's telling everybody like, yo, we're going to be shortage on food. We're going to be shortage on towels. We're going to be shortage on toilet paper because we rely on everything from China.
They're not telling them to do that.
No, listen, you can watch the Border Patrol on these. They're telling them, hey, slow down on inspecting.
I think we're talking
containers.
about two different things here. Definitely talking about two different things.
It might be two different things, but it's similarly close to the same thing of what you're talking about because I know what you're talking about.
Has nothing to do with that situation.
What situation? What situation?
I made you say it. That's all I was trying to do.
Oh.
Trey, you eating nuts?
Not those nuts.
Eating these nuts? All right. Well, we were going to do 15 minutes. No one came in to ask a question. So that's cool.
It's fine.
It's cool.
It's
I had
fine.
too many beers anyway. I'm tired.
We're
I got
good.
a chest cold from wearing a mask all fucking day. I got kicked out of a store. I had a Wawa hamburger,
Which made you sick?
which actually was pretty good. I'm
All right.
really quite surprised. Because as soon as I saw Wawa was making burgers, I'm like, I'm not fucking eating that. And it was pretty good.
Wawa burgers and fries.
I didn't eat the fries, but I didn't get fries. But touche, Wawa.
Touche.
Nice job.
Touche.
All right. For everybody out there,
Yes.
remember how much we love you. Get out there, get off your ass, make something happen in your
Yes.
life. Don't stand around with your hand out because it's only going to be a little bit just to keep you going. And that's no way to live. Get a dream, get a goal, take a step forward. Don't be afraid to fail. Be somebody.
Become your own boss.
You're more than you think you are. Okay?
Like, follow, and subscribe. Thank you, everybody. Thumbs up. And
It's okay to be American.
hit those links. Thank you, everybody.
All right, Orange Men out. Look at the
Bye.
Orange Man right there. See him? Back behind us?
Bye, everybody.
That's an Orange Man. All right, Orange Men out.
Thank you. Bye.
Oh, that's bad. I think that's really bad. You should never do that.
You can't do that. We get to white wine, red wine, and back to white wine.